The controversy surrounding the Omid Scobie book has caught the attention of King Charles, who is taking the allegations very seriously. The king is considering various options, including potential legal action, and will consult senior advisors next week to determine the family's next steps. Buckingham Palace is exploring all possible courses of action after two senior royals, reportedly the king himself and his daughter-in-law, the Princess of Wales, were mentioned in a Dutch-language edition of the book In Game. Allegedly, Meghan had identified these royals over claims related to concerns about her future son's skin color. This potential legal action arises amid a situation where Scobie, during his appearance on BBC's Newsnight program, expressed feeling hurt and frustrated by the unfolding events. Despite this, he declined to apologize to the concerned royals, asserting that he still seeks clarity on the situation. Previously, he attributed the issue to a translation error, but mentioned that an investigation was underway. Sources close to the Duchess of Sussex, who supposedly listed the names of the two family members in letters to King Charles, have emphasized that she never intended for them to be publicly identified. They've denied any involvement from her camp in leaking this information to Scobie. Nevertheless, Buckingham Palace has also been conducting an internal investigation to identify who might have had access to these letters. The contents of these letters are deemed extremely personal, with only a select few having had the opportunity to see them. There's strong confidence within the palace that the leak did not originate from their end. The king, returning from Dubai after his successful participation in the COP28 climate conference, was expected to head directly to his Sandringham estate in Norfolk. His aides aim to prevent this controversy from overshadowing his achievements, but intend to resume discussions next week to determine their course of action. Reports indicate that the palace is encouraged by the supportive public reaction to Scobie's revelations, which could influence their final decision-making process. Despite the book being marketed as an insider's view of the royal family's struggle for survival, its harsh tone and critical portrayal of the Princess of Wales have led to widespread criticism and negative reviews. During his appearance on Newsnight, Scobie vehemently denied any suggestion that the inclusion of names was a publicity stunt. He expressed frustration at being associated with conspiracy theories and clarified that the original manuscript he wrote, edited, and approved did not contain any names. However, revelations from the Dutch translators responsible for the book's Dutch edition contradicted Scobie's claims. They stated that the manuscript they received included the names of the royals. Furthermore, the legal explanation for not naming the royals present in the English edition was absent in the Dutch version. While Scobie remains steadfast in defending his book, insiders from royal circles have stressed the unity between Buckingham Palace and Kensington Palace in their response to this incident. They've described it as deeply upsetting and highlighted the profound sadness and anger surrounding what's perceived as a significant injustice for those involved. King Charles, known for his efforts in promoting interfaith harmony and supporting young individuals from disadvantaged backgrounds through initiatives like the Prince's Trust, continues his public engagements despite this controversy. Both the King and the Princess of Wales have scheduled commitments, including Kate's annual carol service at Westminster Abbey. Security Minister Tom Tugendhat dismissed the claims as unverified rumors aimed at undermining the King's dignified service to the country. He praised King Charles for his significant contributions over the years, emphasizing that the allegations should be viewed as scuttlebutt and hearsay. The return of King Charles to the UK from Dubai marks a pivotal moment, yet there's no leisurely respite awaiting him at Sandringham. Instead, he's enveloped in contemplation, compelled to navigate the brewing tempest stirred by the aftermath of Omid Scobie's contentious book. His arrival at the late Queen's cherished Norfolk estate coincides with his customary activities, strolling the grounds adorned in his beloved patched green tweed jacket, wielding pruning clippers. This routine typically heralds a period of tranquil introspection following his commendable address at the United Nations Climate Change Conference in Dubai, where, at 75, he engaged in multifaceted discussions with global leaders on crucial issues ranging from net zero initiatives to Middle Eastern crisis. However, his moments of repose are eclipsed by the looming Sussex-related discord. The lingering dispute concerning Meghan's revelation of conversations within the royal family, implying concerns about her son's skin tone, continues to cast a shadow. The contentious fallout escalated with the release of Omid Scobie's book, igniting global uproar and implicating two royals, reportedly King Charles and the Princess of Wales, in a Dutch edition of the book titled In Game. The revelation created an unwelcome distraction during an immensely crucial week for the king's international standing. The emergence of this revelation blindsided both the palace and media outlets, triggering a scramble to understand the mishap. Initial attempts to dismiss it as a translation error were swiftly debunked. It became apparent that an early draft of the manuscript was circulated to Dutch translators who faithfully incorporated the contentious information. Despite the palace's initial reticence, internal discussions were fervent. The situation's gravity was not lost, echoing Queen Elizabeth's cautious approach following the Oprah interview. Amidst this turmoil, it was evident that there was no outright denial of the implicated royals' identities within the palace corridors. While Piers Morgan publicly named the King and Kate, intensifying the debacle, the palace deliberated on potential responses, including legal recourse, a rare but not unprecedented measure for the institution. Simultaneously, a discreet investigation unfolded behind palace walls to identify potential leaks of private correspondence between the monarch and the Duchess of Sussex, reinforcing the palace's claim that the leak didn't originate from within. Contrary versions of events persist, shaping a narrative where recollections may vary. Notably, while Meghan's narrative emphasized concern, Harry's account was more reserved, labeling it an awkward conversation. As the palace navigates the fallout and the king's crucial engagements, deliberations on their next steps will resume. The gravity of the situation persists, with legal actions not entirely ruled out, engendering both deep-seated sorrow and ire for what's perceived as a profound injustice to those involved. Amidst calls for a public rebuttal, there's apprehension regarding the repercussions. A potential public rift with the Sussexes, who seemingly desired closure on the matter. Uncertainty shrouds the speculated Christmas dinner invite to Harry and Meghan, appearing increasingly improbable amid the escalating tensions. In essence, King Charles' return from Dubai marked not a serene interlude but an unforeseen plunge into navigating another turbulence stemming from the ongoing saga, with the palace treading cautiously while pondering their next decisive steps. Dear friend, if you like everything new about the royal family and don't want to miss all the novelties, subscribe to our channel and like it. By doing so, you take part in our development. We work for you.